Hi all, it's Pure Price Actions end of day recap on 29th July and the outlook for tomorrow, 30th of July. So kicking off with S&P. The recap, yesterday evening in my update I was looking for, we were around the lows here around 32.20, which is around 32.10 I guess on ES. I was looking for a pull back up until 32.40.50 area, which is basically up here, and if it pushed through that, I was looking for 32.70, 80, I guess up there. What happened actually was price tried to break down lower. It looked weak to me at that point, and I looked to sell then this area up here. Well, I sold a little bit lower and had my stop loss just over yesterday's high, and we've seen what happened. Price broke straight through that and it made a new high, so it broke above yesterday's high, and it looks to me then it suggests it's going to go over into this sort of area. It'll try breaking that area next. What I am expecting though, I'm not expecting it to run too much past that. It basically tells us that price is still in a range. I think we're still in this big range here, so any test push higher into this area I think would be a selling opportunity next, and I'm actually expecting 32.40s to be tested again from above, and the reason for that is this latest spike on FOMC, some pretty light volume. These long tall bars that we have there are pretty much balancing on air right now. I think they will reverse at some point, and even if it is just to confirm more upside at some point, this area here needs to be filled and price needs to test this 32.40s from above. Whether it breaks through or not, we'll see, but that's what I'm expecting to see tomorrow and into Friday. So essentially maybe a push into this zone here, but then a retest of 32.40s from above. Going on to the Dow. Dow didn't make new highs, so it's relatively weaker compared to S&P, but it was in a balanced day, so it didn't have that sort of push higher as S&P did, but it pretty much tried to break down to new lows. It recovered some of the losses from yesterday, but it's still well below yesterday's highs. So I'm less bullish, let's say, on this one than on the S&P. I'm still bearish overall. I think I'd look to sell rallies I think over the next couple of days, and that's especially true on the Dow. It's just failed to break to any new highs. So if you look at the last few days, Monday it had this high. Tuesday, this is Friday. Friday it had this high. Monday tried to test that. It failed to break that high. And today it's failed quite miserably. It hasn't made anywhere, and didn't get anywhere close to that high. So I think it looks weaker compared to the other indices. So I'd expect to see this as a good target for selling. And on any breakdown, I'd like to see it down to 22,300, just below the bottom of this range. I'll look tomorrow to see if I want to sell it, but I'm not overly keen on the upside on the Dow. On Nasdaq, similar situation, didn't make new highs like the S&P did. Nasdaq's retraced a lot of the move, the drop from yesterday, and I do think it's in a balanced day as well. So again, it's going to be very much a range trading situation, looking to fade the top edges of recent highs or buy the bottom edges of recent lows and look for a breakout. I think the market's trying to make up its mind. We're coming into month end. We had some FOMC related stuff and noise today, so I think we'll get a cleaner picture going into Monday. Over in Europe, on DAX made a few attempts to break higher. Again, it failed. It kept hitting its head against the 12.860s up here. I was looking to sell it if it broke higher above 12.900. It didn't. We may get a little pop high tomorrow, and we'll see if we want to sell that or not. But again, we're still in a range. There's nothing more to say than that. It's just kicking around in this area here. Just below 13,000 on top and 12,750 underneath. Nothing more to it than that at this point. So fade the edges. That will continue to be the theme. Similarly for FTSE, There's this long consolidation range. It's at the top end of that. So if it doesn't really break higher, I mean, watch price action around here tomorrow, around the 6160s. If you see weakness in these sort of wicks appearing, then it's probably good to sell it and aim for 6080s at the bottom here. It's not a great range either, like 80 points. So points wise, I guess there's not much going on, but again, it is in a range. It is what it is. We'll wait to see which way it breaks. Okay, so that's it. FOMC day out of the way. Let's get on with it, and I'll see you back at work tomorrow.